Apple has a new CEO. Yes, after 15 years of Tim Cook, we're now going to have a new CEO, and it's going to be John Ternus. There were already a lot of speculations around either being it John or Jaws, but in the end, it's John Ternus, and it makes a lot of sense. The timing was a little bit expected. How we just had Apple 50, where I had the incredible opportunity to also have one of the final interviews with Tim Cook himself in China. It was absolutely incredible, and so honored that I still was able to have this opportunity just before Tim stepped down as CEO. But yeah, we knew this was coming. Many different media sources were already asking Tim about a potential successor, and now it has been confirmed on September 1st, 2026. John Ternus will become Apple's new CEO. Tim Cook will become Apple's executive chairman of the board. He will still be part of the company, fulfilling an incredibly important role at Apple, and I'm sure he's gonna still mentor and support John in his journey as a CEO. But yeah, we're entering a new era with John. And before we're going to talk a little bit more about John, I want to go back to how it all started. It had started with Steve. Steve came back as CEO in 1997, and as we all know, he was a visionary. He was an innovator. He introduced several incredible products that really brought Apple back in the picture. From almost being bankrupt, Steve brought it back to life. He introduced the iPod, the iMac, and of course the iPhone that changed everything. But unfortunately in 2011 we had to say goodbye. Of course, that was a really painful moment for everyone, especially for the people around Steve, for Apple. But luckily he had an incredible successor, and that was Tim Cook. But Tim was actually quite different compared to Steve, and one of the most important messages that Steve actually gave to Tim was never ask what I would do as so what Steve would do, but just do the right thing. And I think that's absolutely what Tim did in the past 15 years as being CEO of the company. And I believe this is exactly the message that Tim is going to give to John as well. But before talking a bit more about John and what this will mean for Apple, let's look back at what Tim actually achieved. So he became CEO in 2011, and he really brought the company to the next level. Not only regarding the finances, bringing the company from a value of 350 billion to now a 4 trillion valuation, but also regarding the new products that he announced, the new services, and also all the things on the background. So the whole supply chain has been optimized, more efficient, and this is all thanks to Tim, because that's his specialty. Also, to name a few services and products that Tim introduced, he introduced AirPods, Apple Vision Pro, and Apple Watch, which are incredible devices. Obviously, he really focused a lot on services. He introduced Apple Pay, Apple TV Plus, Apple Music, and iCloud, which we cannot live without in this day and age. But maybe most importantly, he really focused on the people at Apple and his customer, creating a good culture at Apple and establish incredible values that would last for the years ahead. And that's just great for John to continue working on this foundation and bringing it to the next level. Now let's talk about John Ternus. Actually, John Ternus might be the perfect person to take over from Tim. He has been with the company for over 25 years. He joined the company in 2001 as a product design engineer, and he was there when Steve was still CEO as well. So John has been with the company both when Steve and Tim were CEO. So he knows the company profoundly well as both of these CEOs. And he's now going to take over at more or less the same age as when Tim took over the role of CEO from Steve in 2011. Personally, I really like John a lot. For me, when I had my first interview with John, he came over as really calm and confident and relaxed and extremely knowledgeable. Also, he had an incredible attention to detail. This was really clear from a story that I heard, that when he just joined Apple, he needed to count grooves inside of screws. It was said that there were 25 grooves, but John actually found out it was 35. Just to give you a little anecdote here about John's attention to detail. In 2013, John became VP of hardware engineering. In 2021, he got promoted and became senior vice president in the same role of hardware engineering. And in his role as VP and SVP of hardware engineering, actually John did some incredible things around the iPhone, about the iPad app, bringing really that pro iPad to the market, and maybe most importantly around the Mac. He was one of the key players when it comes to the Apple Silicon revolution that we witnessed, the new M chip that we now have inside of our Mac. It all started with M1. That power and that compute, that focus on the core of hardware, that is where it's all about with John. He is a product focused person, also open to innovate, which brings me to the next point. How is the future of Apple now going to look with John as its new CEO? Because the timing couldn't actually be better right now. AI is everywhere. It's the main narrative. If you look at the news, if you look at the latest technology trends, Apple knows this, obviously, we all know this. And we can see that companies like OpenAI and Google and Anthropic with their cloud are really some of the dominant players in this space. They're moving insanely fast, and what we see here is that Apple with their Apple Intelligence and Siri is a little bit behind, and Apple knows this. What is Apple's superpower? It's hardware. It's the iPhone, it's the Mac, it's Apple Watch, it's AirPods, Apple Vision Pro. It's hardware where its core strength lies. And John is a product hardware person. He likes to innovate and potentially will introduce new product categories as what we had with Steve. I think it's important to see a little bit the narrative here, the bigger picture if we step back. So Steve was really an innovator, a visionary, and introduced new products. Then we had Tim, who really laid the foundation. He made Apple a hugely successful company and really took calculated risks. Now we have this incredible foundation. Apple has an incredible user base and many of these users are extremely loyal. This foundation is great for John to take over and go back a little bit to what Steve did, and that is to introduce new product categories and innovate again. We've already seen reports saying that Apple is working on new glasses. So we have Apple Vision Pro, which is Apple's VR product, but we're also excited about an AR solution, and this is something we've seen that Apple is working on as well, together with new foldable devices, but also improvements to the Mac lineup, maybe a touch screen, a MacBook Pro. And these are products that John has potentially been working on for a while now. What's great also is that John understands the AI narrative. John really knows how to blend in the hardware side of things with software, and that is crucial right now in this day and age of AI. AI is going to be at the forefront of everything in the coming century, basically. Tim Cook has been CEO for 15 years now. He built the foundation, the skill, the stability, the dominance of Apple, and now that foundation is being handed over to the new CEO, John Ternus. And I believe that John, with his history, with his capabilities, with his leadership skills, is the right person to bring Apple to the next level in hopefully the next 20 to 30 years. What do you think about John becoming Apple's next CEO? Share it with us in the comments. Really curious how everything is going to play out with John. Excited to see how Apple will evolve in the next coming 10 to 20 years under John. Thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and like this video to stay updated around everything Apple. See you in the next video. Peace.